Oh my gosh! The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Such an amazing book. You must read it if you haven't already. Let's attempt this without gush, if that's even possible. Despite the tumour-shrinking medical miracle that has brought her a few years, Hazel has never been anything but terminal, her final chapter inscribed upon diagnosis. But when a gorgeous plot twist named Augustus Waters suddenly appears at the Cancer Kids support group, Hazel's story is about to be completely rewritten. Insightful, bold, irrelevant and raw, The Fault in Our Stars is award-winning author John Green's most ambitious and heartbreaking work yet, brilliantly exploring the funny, thrilling and tragic business of being alive and in love. So like I said at the start, The Fault in Our Stars is just such a great book, and I adored it so much. And you know, I think now, before I kind of gush any further, I did say I'm not going to do this without gush, but that's kind of impossible. Let's get onto my ratings, which are kind of gushy, but you know, gushing is fun. You know, if it's a good book, it deserves the gush. Characters, 5 out of 5. Really, what else could I give them apart from full marks? That is what they deserve. The characters are just so good. You know, these ill-stricken patients, how they're coping and surviving in all the ways that they do is just so inspirational. And you know, it's really emotional as well. It really opens me, and I absolutely enjoyed reading so much about this. And I loved all the different emotions, especially Hazel's. You know, she was such a great character, such a strong personality, which I loved to see. And there was actually a romance between her and Augustus Waters as well, which is kind of different actually, because I don't normally actually enjoy reading about romances. I don't personally find them very interesting. Definitely I'm not usually into that kind of thing, but I thought in this case it worked really well. It added such a nice touch to it actually. Definitely I want to check out more books like this, to be honest. There is really nothing to fault about the characters. You know, what can you expect from The Fault in Our Stars? There is no fault in the characters, you know. It's not called The Fault in Our Characters. They just have so many strong personalities in there, and they're very intriguing to go through and read about. They just provide so much inspiration for you guys, and I just really couldn't give them anything more, you know. I can't give them more than 5, but I can't give anything less. Full marks is exactly what they deserve. Plot, 4.5 out of 5. I know I really should have given it a 5, kind of, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try be honest and critical, like I should be in my reviews, because that is what you guys expect. I am still unsure though. Should I give it a 5? But I do have reasons why I'm not giving it a 5, so I guess a 5 is not really correct. So I really enjoyed the plot, how it unfolded with all the characters and the situations. I loved all the ideas as well. I thought they worked really well, really portrayed in such a great way. I really enjoyed reading about them. I definitely think that the plot and ideas was quite risky actually from John Green. Definitely it's such a touching theme that, you know, it could be very risky to actually sort of write about. I'm sure he was maybe a bit unsure when he was actually publishing it, but you know, it actually really opened my mind into the situations and what people do go through, and it really did inspire me actually. But, and there is always a but in my reviews, always, I know, I just found that at times there were very slight drags with the plot. Not very much, but you know, they were very slight. And whilst I did like the ending as well, I thought it was quite abrupt. You know, maybe that was just me, but I just wanted to know a few little more things, and because it's a standalone novel, I was really expecting everything to be answered, and for me it was quite an open ending really. It was quite abrupt. I was actually expecting a little bit more sort of at the end, so that was slightly disappointing, but only ever so slightly. The rest of the book was amazing. Writing, 5 out of 5. Oh my word, the writing is quite simply incredible. I find it so poetic, descriptive, explanatory, very vivid, and that is exactly what I like to see from this writing. And definitely it's a very unique writing style, and I don't normally see unique writing styles. This really stood out to me as very unique. I also really enjoy how it's quite a simple and easy read, which kind of balances out very nicely with quite a heavy theme, to be honest. Definitely it makes it quite a sort of read that's easy to get through. Another major thing about this book is definitely how quotable it is. The writing carries so many quotes. I mean, you know, on every single page you could easily pick out a quote, because I think John Green has thought so much about this and the quotes that go into there, and I loved how he put so many quotes in there. You know, I definitely think that it's one of the most quotable styles that I've ever read. And also, whilst I was reading, I actually kept going on Twitter, you know, from time to time, and actually tweeting about some of these quotes, because they really did move moved me actually, and I thought that they were really, really impacting and entertaining and interesting, and really carried great emotion and passion. I just think that, you know, the whole book really inspired me actually. It also inspired me to make my own quotes as well, which I ended up doing after reading it, and oh wow, you know, what a great writing style. I just can't fault the writing style in any possible way. I also just think how it's so clever how it's been done actually, because, you know, there's so many contrasts and ironies in this, because, you know, it's a very, very sad theme and sort of situation, but then there are sort of happier moments in it as well, and they really contrast very nicely. I really like how that's been done. And then enjoyment, 4.5 out of 5. I really wish I could give it a 5. I want to give it a 5, but I'm not gonna, you know. I have stated previous reasons in the plot, and I am gonna have to relate back to them when I'm actually rating, unfortunately. But, you know, 4.5 is still absolutely incredible. You know, it's pretty much nearly a 5, really. I was actually also expecting it to be a little sadder, actually. I didn't really find the ending very sad, to be honest. I think that, you know, there was sadness there, but it wasn't as sad as I was expecting. Definitely, you know, people were crying and everything, and I was nowhere really near crying. It might just be me, I might be slightly robotic, I have no idea, but I was expecting it, because of all the hype, to be a lot sadder, really. And I think that sometimes when a book has a lot of hype, you can be disappointed in ways like this, and definitely I was expecting a lot more emotion in there, really. But, you know, there was still loads. Just the ending for me, I was thinking that could have been a bit sort of more emotional. I didn't cry or anything, but still, oh my word, what a great book that you have to check out, and I am giving that as a command. You know, check it out and read it if you haven't already. I don't know what you're doing if you haven't read it, and that's kind of weird that I'm saying that when I've only just gotten around to it, but definitely it's, you know, a total recommendation. It is a great book, so moving, so inspirational. It is really hard to pick out those little minor tiny faults, but in my reviews I always try to pick out something, and I always am very picky when I'm reading for some reason. I just like to, I don't want to give a full perfect rating unless it really deserves it, and possibly this does in some ways, but I am being quite harsh, I guess. But it's generally pretty much faultless, to be totally honest with you, so, you know, it's probably just me. So overall, as a mean average, we're going to get a 4.8 out of 5. Almost a 5! Almost a 5, you guys. Not far off from that top perfect score. You know, I've never given a top perfect score before, ever, I don't think, on YouTube, when I've been rating out of 5 and everything. So I'm really still waiting for that book that is going to blow me away. So, you know, keep giving me recommendations. But it might happen in some, you know. I find an absolutely perfect book. This was really close to that, though. The highlights from this book for me were definitely the characters and the writing style, and I think this definitely reflects in the ratings that I've given for these two areas. Absolutely faultless. I definitely recommend it to absolutely everyone as well. I think there's something in there for everyone which you will love. You know, it wasn't actually something that I was expecting to really sort of at first really like, actually. I was kind of hesitant about buying it. You know, is it going to be my thing? But it really was. It was really good, actually. I think it fits a wide genre for everyone, really. I think there'll be something for everyone in there. Just go and read it. And I guess that is really kind of it for my review of The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and what an amazing book. I hope you all enjoyed this review, actually, because I've loved filming it, and I don't know if I'm excited enough today, actually. It's night time, actually, kind of, so there's not much sun coming into this video, which doesn't really make it very nice. It probably looks very dull. That probably ruins it, but, you know, it's not about the looks, it is about the books, as I always say. And I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to comment, rate, share and subscribe. And at the end of this review, I'm going to do a little thing that I don't normally do in my reviews, and that is actually read a little paragraph. This paragraph was really inspirational and moving for me. It really meant a lot, and it really stood out to me when I read it as such a quotable paragraph, and I can't just quote one sentence from it. I have to read the whole paragraph. So to end this review, let's read a paragraph from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. There will come a time when all of us are dead. All of us. There will come a time when there are no human beings remaining to remember that anyone ever existed or that a species ever did anything. There will be no one left to remember Aristotle or Cleopatra, let alone you. Everything we did and built and wrote and fought and discovered will be forgotten, and all of this will have been for naught. Maybe that time is coming soon, or maybe it is millions of years away. But even if we survive the collapse of our sun, we will not survive forever. There was a time before organisms experienced consciousness, and there will be a time after. And if the inevitability of human oblivion worries you, I encourage you to ignore it. God knows that's what everyone else does.